don't know it.
They don't talk really different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys don't.
Yeah.
You guys mock the Canadians sometimes, like in TV shows and series, but
But I don't understand that because most Americans don't really know Canadians. Like how many Canadians do you know? Like in New York?
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many.
I've never met any before in the United States, and
Yeah.
we're right there, 6 hours away. And you know
Yeah.
what? I've never been there. Have you ever been to Canada?
Yeah, quite a few times.
I've never been there before.
To Niagara?
No, I've been to Toronto. I got a bunch of friends in Toronto, so I've been there. And then there's a small city, like maybe like a 30-minute drive from Detroit called Windsor.
Okay, I've heard.
So I've been to Windsor and I've been to Toronto.
They have a mall that people like to go to, right, in Windsor.
and
Yeah.
they say Toronto, right?
It's like how do they say it's like Toronto or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
they,
like
they
really
they do not speak the T. It's
Yeah.
different.
Well, we
And
don't either, though. We don't say Atlanta.
Atlanta,
Atlanta,
right?
yeah.
Atlanta.
So
Atlanta.
it's the same. I think it's the same thing. If I say, how do I say Toronto? I'm gonna say Toronto. I gotta say Toronto. Right?
yeah.
And by the way, I was talking to Carlos yesterday because I was watching Podpah episode, and they were talking to what is his name?
Hugh
Help me.
Jackman.
No, Luciano Huck.
Okay.
He was talking about his plane accident with his family.
Luciano Huck had a plane accident.
Yeah, he had a plane
I
accident
think was
with
He's
the whole
the
family.
guy that kind of looks like Big Bird.
Kind of looks like
Sunday
Big Bird.
Sunday nights at Global.
Yeah, he's
The news anchor.
Yes,
not a news
yes, that one.
anchor.
No, he is.
He's not. He is not the news.
He's like slim.
He's slim, white. He's got a kind of bird kind of nose, kind of.
But he presents on Global. The
Yeah,
news.
yeah.
He presents like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire type stuff. That the
Oh, he
Domingo.
does. He does. Oh, Domingo. Yeah, that guy.
guy.
He has
I don't
hooked.
like his face.
He's like
yo.
hooked.
Yeah, that's
Hooked.
what he said. Luciano.
Yeah,
Huck.
me
Oh,
either.
okay,
But
okay, I know him.
I clicked on the video because I was curious about the accident. Anyway, and then he was talking to the presenters, and he spoke a sentence, and I was like, I didn't understand. So I listened to that part again
In Portuguese.
in Portuguese
Mm.
twice, and I was like, my goodness, what does he says here? And then I listened for the third time, and I don't understand. I don't know what he's talking about in that single sentence.
Where is he from?
No clue at all. Like I'm
Nah, I
I'm
think
able to
he's,
understand.
Carioca. He's
Yeah,
from
but I'm
Carioca.
able to
Really?
understand.
He doesn't have a real accent.
Because he's a
'Cause-
presenter, he has no accent.
No accent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you
They
see,
fake their
people that
accent.
present TV shows, they have no accent at
They're
all.
fake then.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
It's not. Well,
Patrícia Poeta, she has an accent from Rio Grande do Sul. You can hear it when she speaks.
yeah.
But
yeah.
But a lot of them don't.
But I think she forced a little bit to don't have the accent.
Okay. She doesn't do a good job.
Yeah, no, no, because Rio
do
like,
better.
Like in Rio Grande do Sul, they use tu a lot
Yeah.
for você, and she doesn't. You know.
Okay. That's true.
So maybe the two, like we can see that she's forcing no accent at all.
Gotcha.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, no clue at all. Like when I went to England, when I went to Liverpool to my exchange, I got not afraid. I got terrified.
Yeah, their
I,
accent
I,
is
I,
different.
I always teach my students to use like specific words to express things. Like sometimes you are not hungry, you're starving.
I don't like
Sometimes-
that word,
yeah.
to be honest.
Starving?
I'm against that word. Because, like, a lot of people don't know what it means to really starve.
Yeah.
You know, when you starve, when I hear people, especially when I hear certain people that I know, like, you have money, bro. You're not starving.
Yeah, like-
You know, it just sounds offensive. Like, I have a student. She's rich.
Yeah,
You know
my,
what I
my
mean?
mom and my dad says the same. Like you haven't faced this situation before.
Yeah.
But I mean, like sometimes you need to
Really
use a
express
specific
it.
to
Yeah.
express it. I like it. And okay, I studied their accent for I think 3 months, and when I got there, I was okay with it. You know, I got by very easily. And when I was talking to the teachers from the course, I was like, "Are you from Liverpool?" And my teacher was like, "Yes, but how do you know your accent?" they try to fake their accent because it's really strong. Like instead of saying
Extremely
work,
strong.
they say werk. Werk.
Whack.
Like they do not say home, they say
Hungry.
om.
I'm
Om.
hungry.
Like are you going home?
Oh, well, British people don't seem like they do the H that much.
Like,
Are you having a laugh?
yeah, the Northerners in the United Kingdom, their accent is super, super thick. Like Liverpool, Newcastle,
Newcastle as well.
Those accents is so different from London.
Yeah.
Even though with the London or the Cockney, Harry Potter,
Harry
there's
Potter.
there's no H there.
Yeah. Bo water. Bo water.
What?
Like before going to England, I was like studying a lot, and I got a simple sentence like I went to the supermarket with my girlfriend. It was crowded. We got upset about it. Simple sentence, but they say like I went to the Asda with me, but she was chocker. I was like, what?
I wouldn't understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
That to me.
But this happens the same. Like if you go to Portugal, the Portuguese is totally
Yeah.
different. If you
Sure.
go to
Sure thing.
Mozambique, or if you go to another,
I can understand the Angolans. I guess because I have more. Like I know a lot of Angolan people, and I know some Mozambican people. So like I can, even though the words are different, I can understand them. But I just don't talk to Portuguese people that much. So when I do, they cut the word in a way that's just difficult to understand. Like they're not letting the word finish before they start another word. That's how I feel about Portuguese.
I think with the Portuguese-speaking Africans, like generally, like because like my family's Nigerian, I'm Nigerian, so like, you know, we speak our colonized languages a lot slower. So I think that's what's. It's so for me, like when I heard someone when I was like when I'm practicing Portuguese, I like YouTube recommended this random guy from Mozambique, and I just started watching his videos. And then I just discovered, like, I understood so much more of what he was saying because he was actually speaking slower, right?
yeah.
you're a person that speaks slower.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
do think so.
He's speaking a colonized language.
Yeah. So, I just, it's different because, like, when I've heard people from Portugal speak, it is different. I actually prefer Brazilian Portuguese to Portugal Portuguese because it's harder
me
to
either.
digest.
Yeah.
It's prettier too. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to offend anybody from Portugal. I'm
Yeah.
not saying your language. It's not ugly. It's just
Yeah.
you know what I mean. The Brazilian's prettier. I guess it's because of the mixture of other cultures in it, like the indigenous words that they have in the Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah, I think there is a respectful way to talk about your preferences when you are talking about accent, about speaking without be offensive, for
Without
example.
offending.
Yeah, I can say I prefer Brazilian accent to a Portugal accent, but I cannot say like, oh, it's ugly. Like if you say, oh, it's not ugly. I don't want to offend. Well, there is a right way to say that. I think that there's no problem.